Well, I'm on the phone with head football coach from MDI, Mark Shields. And, Coach, there's going to be some excitement down there at the high school as you get ready to take on Oceanside Friday night for the Northern Maine Class C semifinals.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Chris. It's interesting with a bye week. You really do get a little antsy as coaches and as players, and it's almost like, let's play this thing, and the kids. They've been preparing for 2 weeks, and we've had a really, really strong week of practice with the kids. I talked to them at the beginning of the week and just said, hey, the fear of the bye week is that we come out flat, and I would be shocked if we do come out flat Friday night. I just feel like these guys have worked real hard this week in practice. They're taking this, very seriously. What's cool today is during our advisory period, they're going to have a short pep rally for the two remaining teams, right, with the cross-country team, Desiree Sroy's group, as they just won regionals for the girls' team, and the boys, I think they finished third.
The boys qualified for the state, so both of those happen Saturday.
Yeah, so they're going to, I think our guys are going to be in their jerseys, and they're going to do a little pep rally for them, and Drew Rich, I think he's sort of the MC running it, and he's excellent at that, and there's definitely a buzz around school, and the kids, they're excited. They're going to unveil the new mascot, and I believe that happens today at the pep rally, and it's just, it's really exciting around here right now, and I think the kids are just anxious to get on the field and play this football game.
And I understand that, there's quite a bit of excitement with this new mascot, and may make a loop around the field or something. I've seen a white Jeep. I'm not really sure what Mark Arnold and others have planned for this.
Yeah, he's up to something because I didn't know anything about that, and that's not surprising. And
well, yes, I mean, you still use the abacus, so I mean...
Yeah, I don't... No, I don't. Kids like, you don't have Facebook or a cell phone, Coach? What the heck? How do you live? But Bucky Dow just came into my office. He brought in the game ball for the Friday night's game, and he goes, do you know anything about driving the mascot down in a car or something, a truck? And I was like, what are you talking about? He says, oh, Mark Arnold's got something up his sleeve where he's like, I don't know if we want to do that and break tradition. And so I said, hey, Bucky, you make the call. I think
you are the athletic director, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly. I said, I don't know if we need him, them driving the mascot before the team. But anyway,
the Jeep crashing through the cheerleaders' banner.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I know, exactly. All we need is somebody getting hurt because somebody's
the
driving
Jeep bouncing back. It'll be a nightmare. Exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like a fiasco to me. But anyway, our focus is all football, and and the kids have. They really have had 2 really good weeks of practice. A lot of mental stuff, like we talked about the first week, and then this week more of really getting after it and trying to stop what Oceanside wants to do, and trying to figure out a way to move the ball offensively, and then of course special teams. And we talk about it all the time on this broadcast, and this. A lot of times in these big games, it comes down once again to turnovers and special teams, and I feel the same way with this game. You get that big special team return, and you and I have seen that many a time down here, and it just changes the whole atmosphere of the game. And then turnovers, you get it going, and then you put the ball on the ground, you throw an interception, and then things aren't going your way, and then it's panic time. So I think it really is a big week to execute all 3 aspects of the game and really that's true. I mean, to win a playoff game, you really do have to execute your special teams, defense, and offense to walk away with a win. So really excited for the opportunity. I know the kids are. We've talked a lot about, dedicating this season to our community, and I said, I keep telling the kids we don't want any what-ifs, so let's do everything in our power, control what we can control, on and off the field, preparing for these football games, and the kids have taken that seriously, and they really have worked hard this week. So I'm really happy about that.
We talked about the and you mentioned right at the start of this about the dangers of having a bye week and coming out a little flat. How do you counter, though, coming out too overexcited and reminding kids, hey, look, you're responsible for your job. Count on your other 10 players on the field at that time, but do your job and everything else will flow from there.
Yep, definitely. And, I think about, especially defensively, I feel, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, that's really happening for us. They're trusting their teammates that they're going to do their own job, and then you do your job, and then, next thing you know, we have a strong defense, and I hope that's true Friday night. But that's absolutely correct. And, on the offensive side of the ball, once again, do your job, and, nobody can take plays off. And I just feel like we've had a team this year and then the past few years that they don't take plays off. They give it everything they have, and if they get tired, they'll tell us, and we'll try to get another guy in. But you're right. You just have to trust your teammates. You have to believe in the system, believe in your coaches, and we definitely believe in our players. And, I really do believe we're going to come out and play well Friday night.
What about the health of the team? Obviously, big lift having Colby Lee back 2 weeks ago. You've got Drake James back. What about others?
Yep. So I think, once again, having that bye week really did help. I feel like we're a rested football team. And, we did find out the final word on Croy Albee was the fact that he did tear an ACL in that right knee. The good news there is that the doctor said, 6 weeks, buddy, and you're probably going to be back full strength. And so he was really pleased to know that he'd be ready to go for next football season. And, I do feel bad. I'm assuming it's going to affect his track season, and I know he's a strong track athlete as well. But, on a football side, he was, for the first time I saw him kind of smiling in practice, and, he kind of, when I talked to him, he said, Coach, the good news is I'll be back next year, and that was a major concern of mine. And so I'm so pleased for him, and still being a big part of what we're doing. He's out there every day. He's really supporting his teammates. He's helping, Graham Goods running his offensive position at fullback, and, and those guys talk a lot and help one another. And, yeah, so overall we're a healthy football team, and, we're ready to go.
All right, what do you want to say to the fans? I mean, you want that stadium just jamming tomorrow night.
Yep. I've been telling the kids, and I do believe this, that we're going to have a huge crowd out here Friday night, and every time I say that, I see their eyes just light up. And
I mean, Bunky's got to pay for this new mascot. I mean, let's be serious.
Yeah, right. So we got to have some people coming in there paying admission. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, these kids, we see it time and time again, but, we're a tough team at home. We really are, and I really believe part of that is due to the fact that we just have a great home crowd, and our community comes out and supports us, and we're hearing a buzz around the community. People are excited about football, and, I think we're going to have, and it sounds like the weather's going to be good, so it sounds like we're going to get some people out, and once again, I think you're going to see a great high school football game. The weather looks like it's going to be good Friday night, which, you're playing a team like Oceanside, and they have some speedy running backs, and their quarterback's probably their best running back, and he throws a good ball. They have good receivers. So, I really do believe that this is going to be a tight ball game, and it's, once again, going to come down to those turnovers and special teams and execution.
What about team dinner tonight?
Yes. So we'll get out there. It does sound like it's going to be a little wet come practice time, so we are debating whether, how long we want to be outside. What we don't want is for our kids, like, their shoulder pads.
Oh, and their soaked, yeah.
Yeah, the girls, whatever. We don't want that stuff to get soaked, and then some of them aren't able to get it dried, and then maybe they're a little wet come Friday night. And it's supposed to be a little crisp out there, so we don't want that to happen. So we're kind of playing that by ear today. We may do more chalk talk and then do some walkthrough in the gym, and then maybe get them outside to do a few things. But it really going to depend on how heavy the rain is. Once again, Todd Simcox says now that he doesn't think it's going to be as heavy as he originally thought. So if it's a lighter rain, I think we'll definitely be out there because I think the benefits for us are better being outside than in. But at this point, I think the kids are prepared, and even a mental walkthrough is going to be a good thing for us.
And then, do the moms have dinner ready?
Yes, so we have that's the most important thing. And I grill Jimmy Carroll, his mom has been instrumental, along with many other moms. I know Jacob Ritter's mom's been there, and I should say this because I'm going to miss a mom, but Ingrid Kajmar, and there's just been a great group of moms that have been helping out, and I've been told that whatever it is going to be extra meatballs, which I got really excited about. So I think it might be baked ziti and meatballs and garlic bread and the works. So I'm
breathe on you want those offensive linemen to eat that garlic so you can breathe on their defensive counterparts.
Yes, yeah. So so I'm hoping that once again we want to we talk to the kids, control what you can control, and one of that is eating a healthy diet and getting those complex carbohydrates in them and hydration and all that stuff, and they buy into all that. They really do believe in that. So I'm hoping that those guys they're going to have a good meal tonight, and I thought have a good breakfast tomorrow, a good lunch, and then that healthy snack probably like around 3:00, so they have something in the tank. And
I'm planning on eating during the game, so that way I have enough energy.
Well, I mean, you need to do that, Chris. I mean, you need the energy. I mean, you're burning probably more than anybody on the
no doubt
in the stadium. So, but so excited for the opportunity. It's just fun to be part of this, and the kids they understand that if they're able to win this ball game, they'll be the third team in school history to actually get it to that regional championship. So they know what's at stake, and they're excited for the opportunity, and we hope we come out and play really well Friday night.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. We'll see you on the field.
All right, Chris. Thank you.